Hey guys, this is XC2 coming to you with a requested video on my hair care regimen. And it's going to be a little lengthy, so try to bear with me. I need to put this disclaimer out there first. What works for my hair will not work for your hair, so please, you guys know better. If whatever I suggest, I am not a licensed cosmetologist. I can only share with you what works for me, and what works for my hair is not going to work for your hair. So what you know what your different ailments is when it comes to your hair. You know if your hair is, if it needs moisture. You know if it needs if it's shedding, if it's needing protein. You have to learn your hair, and it is a million or two videos on how to take care of your hair on YouTube. But one of my subbies asked what I do for my hair, so I'm going to share that with you. And my hair, this is the regimen for my hair, so this is what I do. One of the first things I did was join a hair care site, and that was on Hair Care Forum. I joined back in 2006, and I learned a whole lot of things. And the first thing I learned was how to become a product junkie. Now, my garage, I store so much stuff out there, it is just ridiculous. I have a shelf that's full of just hair care products that I have accumulated over the years. So I'm in a process now, because it took me too long to figure out all of the different stuff that I was buying is just not, less is better. But it took me a long time to figure that out. I got on absolutely every bandwagon that they were on, trying to grow this hair and all that kind of stuff. And I never had really a problem with growing my hair. It was retaining the length. And I finally figured it out. It was all the heat that I was using on my hair. So that's when I started stop using the heat. A lot of you might not want to hear that, but I don't mess around with that flat iron unless it's on a wig. And if I have to do my hair, I try my best to only do it once. I try my best, but I try not to even wear my hair. You know me, I wear a wig. I'm gonna wear a wig. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm gonna wear a wig. If it's somewhere where I have to go somewhere and just be, you already know what time it's gonna be. And nobody even knows it. Everybody wants to go to my stylist when they see my hair. So you already know what I'm gonna do. So this is what I do to care for my hair while I am using all of my protective styles. One of the reasons why I use protective styles is because of the type of work that I do. I am a factory worker, so therefore there is a lot of sweating going on. So there is, if you are the type that likes to go to the shop every 2 weeks and every week and spend $70–$80 on a hairdo, you will be upset, because sometimes I'm coming out of there with my head wet. So it's senseless for me to spend good money on a salon visit. So I don't. So what I do, if I want to be fly, you know, I'm going to put on a funky wig, and that's it. So let's start with my products that I use. I have 4 conditioner shampoos that I use. It has more, it's a cleansing shampoo, and I picked these up very, very inexpensively. Now, you know these products cost really good money. These Ren shampoo and conditioners, they cost good money. And I have 4 bottles. And these bottles are, let me set them back down. I have 2 Fig, and these are 32-ounce bottles. I have 2 Fig, what is this? Tea tree and a lavender. And what I do is I wet my hair down totally and make sure, because I don't have a whole lot of heavy oils in my hair, so therefore these cleansers work really good for my hair. And I just condition or wash with this. And in between, when I'm not using this, I'll use this shampoo, this conditioner, which I love because it's a light protein and it works well for my hair, as well as the shampoo. I do like the shampoo in any different flavor that they have it in. The deep conditioning shampoo and conditioners, they work the same, but this is my staple, especially as a leave-in. I love this conditioner here. And I also use, oh goodness, I'm gonna be all over the place, guys, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I also use these shampoos, and these are some Alba Organics. I got these on a really good deal, and they are these conditioners I got off Craigslist. These shampoos I got off Craigslist, as well as a box that had 50 conditioners in it that I got on Craigslist. It was a lady up at the Air Force Base, and this is the Alba Organic shampoo, and this is a 2-ounce bottle, and it was a whole lot more than this. I'm down to just these bottles of shampoo, but I'm gonna set this to the side so I can show you what was in this box. This box that is full of conditioners, and this box is full of Biolage by Matrix. And you know these are name brand conditioners. These, I love these. I use these as leave-ins. When my hair is soaking wet, I put like a quarter size amount in my hair. Now keep in mind, this is my hair and this is what I do. I'm not saying do this to your hair, so I don't want anybody emailing me saying absolutely this is my hair care regimen for my hair. I use these and they work so good, but I had 50. You see I'm down. It's not, I ain't down very much, as you can see there's a whole lot still left in the box. But this lady gave me all these shampoos and conditioners. I don't know where she got them from. I ain't even asked, but I got them off Craigslist, and it was $20 for all of this. So those are the shampoos and conditioners that I use for my hair. And I also do like the Cream of Nature. I do. I love Cream of Nature. I don't care what nobody says. That's one of my favorite shampoos. But I'm currently not using it because I have so many other products. I'm trying to get all the way down from all the stuff that I have accumulated from over the years. Because like I say, I joined back in 06. So we're not going to even talk about all the mess that's in my garage on this shelf that's from the ceiling to the floor full of junk that I have accumulated. But I'm using my stuff though. I'm just trying to, once I get rid of it, I'm not going to replace it. And when I do get down to all the different things that I use, my 2 staple products is going to be the Mane and Tail and this olive oil replenishing pack. But I'm not going to buy the big bottle of this until I get rid of all this different stuff that I have. But these 2 are my favorite conditioners. I deep condition with this, and when I'm deep conditioning, I put some oil in it, and in a little, in a little bowl, in a little small bowl, mix all this up in there, and with some oil. I use a heat cap. It's electric and it has a dial, and you can get these from anywhere. You can get some from Sally's, and this is what it looks like. And it has a little dial on it, so you can make the temperature be as high. And when I'm sitting up watching my videos, I'm sitting under that cap with this in my head with some oils in it. I put some honey, anything, whatever you want in your mix. Mix it to work for you. Now, that's what I do for my deep conditioner. I put that heating cap on. As far as my oils is concerned, now, I did not bring in everything because you see I have enough junk up here that I bought up already. I use, like for my my spray, I have a gallon of vegetable glycerin, and with this I put some rose water in it. Now I'm gonna tell you where I got this idea from. I got this idea from Tracy from Kiss. Ladies, if you all want to know a whole lot of different things about your hair care, she has a beautiful site, Tracy from Kiss. A lot of you ladies are already subscribed to her on YouTube. She has a hair care website. She also, I believe, belongs to, I know she does belong to Long Hair Care Forum, but she has her own forum, her own website with that she created that I love more than when I was at Long Hair Care Forum. So you guys need to check out her website. She has absolutely everything you need to know on her website, with a whole lot of other sisters on there sharing their journey and what they did to achieve this, that, and the other. And you can just sit back, go through all those videos like I have did over the years, and then finally figure out what will work for you. Now, what I will tell you is this: if you don't want your house messed up with all these products, you need to narrow it down as fast as you can, because you will become a product junkie watching those sites. So I'm gonna tell you up front, use all your product before you go to your next set of products. But like I said, I mixed the vegetable glycerin, not a whole lot, with some rose water. And if you want to know this mixture, go to Tracy from Kiss. She has a mixture that she used, and I use the same mixture that she used. So I'm sending you right to her site. If you want to know your measurements, if you want to know people that need to know correct measurements, go to Tracy from Kiss. Her regimen on that mixture is what I use. As far as the oils that I use, I get a container that you can get from Sally's. And in my container, what I have is some jojoba oil. Avocado oil. I'm sorry, I have a gallon. But as you can see, I put a great deal in it. But this is avocado oil, and I use this for my shedding. I put a little avocado oil in this container. I put some coconut oil. I put some rosemary that I didn't bring in. I use some castor oil. I use grapeseed oil. I have a half a gallon of jojoba oil that I didn't bring in. And you can just go online and find different things, but I like things in bulk. And I have a whole lot of other essential oils and different things that I use for my hair. But like I say, on Tracy's website, she has a rundown of all the different oils and what they're purpose for and what they're used for and what they're good for. So what I did is found what worked for me and the different lists that she had, and I just mix it in there and add those different oils to my conditioner. Whatever conditioner that I'm using, I put whatever different essential oil or different oil in it, and make my conditioner yummy for my hair. So that's all I do as far as that is concerned. I also use my wide tooth combs. You guys already know that you shouldn't be using those little rat tail combs for trying to detangle your hair. You guys should know that, but I know it's a whole lot of your sisters doing it, but it's your hair, so do what you do. But use a wide tooth comb, and I use that to help detangle. And my hair is not real thick, so I don't have to worry about a whole lot of clamping and doing all that other stuff, because my hair is really thick. But I do have a thing full of just clips and clamps and all that old kind of different things. But I'm going to show you my hair. And what I do is I wash it, condition it. And that's the length that I'm at. It's not very long, but it's getting there. I'm trying to get to waist length. So once I get to this, I'll be at my goal length. I have maybe 6-7 more inches to go. I think I can get there. But as far as what I do, that is what I do to my hair. Nothing special. Just wash it, keep it clean, keep the heat out of it. Now once I do seal my hair and put oil on it every night before I go to bed, I'll take it and I put my oil on it, wrap it back up in my little bun, and I put my little satin cap on my head, either a satin bonnet or satin scarf, whatever your get down is, whatever it is that you like to tie your hair down, as long as it's not cotton. As long as it's not cotton, because that cotton seems to just suck all the oil out of your hair. You'll notice sometimes if you put one of them little cotton rags on your head, your hair was nice and moisturized, and then when you wake up, your stuff is dry as a Sahara Desert because of that old cotton do-rag that you keep on your head. So I don't use those. I try to use satin and silk. And when I do have a shea butter mix, I'm not going to share it because you know why? It's the same shea butter mix that everybody else use. And what they do, I just get on YouTube, see what their whipped shea butter look like. I showed it in my video from a year back because that's time consuming and I don't have time. So just go and look at everybody that's on YouTube, which is 1,000,002 videos on that shea butter mix. Just do like I did. Go to the Goodwill, get you one of these mixers. See that? I'm gonna show you. I even left my tag on it just to show you what I'm talking about. $3. You get this little thing and just put all the different oils and goodies in your shea butter that you want. I'm gonna give you one other tip about the shea butter. I don't put mine on the stove. I don't put it in the microwave, and because I don't want to mess up none of the beautiful properties that it has. But I don't put a whole bunch of shea butter in there. But you know, because it can leave a whole lot of stuff on your hair, and I don't like that. So I put my shea butter in there and put all the different oils that you can figure out that works for your hair in the shea butter. Then you just whip it until it's smooth, just like you see 1,000,002 videos on. And then I only put it just on the ends, just on my ends. And you know, keep them trimmed. But that's pretty much it. But it's getting there. Like I say, it's not as long as it should be. It would have been longer than that, but I cut too much when I'm cutting, which is probably still good. But then I don't I wear so many wigs because I can't wear hairdos at work because we sweat a lot, so it would be wasting my money to spend on $80 on a hairdo, come out of her head wet. Sister girl don't have a sit down job. Sister girl got a factory job, so you know we getting down up in there. So that's my hair care regimen, and I hope it was helpful. And anything like as far as oils is concerned, go to Tracy from Kiss. She has a wonderful website that I really truly adore. It is so informative. You'll learn so much, and her Lista has a nice one, but my favorite is Tracy from Kiss. Just get on there and just study and see what your hair needs. You know what your hair needs. Nobody can tell you what your hair needs, but you already know up front. If your hair is doing all these crazy different things, and you know what you haven't been doing. So a lot of times, if you just keep your hair clean, keep that heat out of your hair, tie your hair down with a silk or satin scarf every day. If your man don't like you with that scarf on your head, he also ain't gonna, I bet he don't turn, I can promise you he ain't turning down nothing with that scarf on your head. Okay? So, I'm telling you, keep your hair tied down. If you keep your hair tied down, and then let's just say you just refuse to wear that scarf. We got a solution for that. Get you a satin pillowcase. Either way, you protected. Long as you have a satin pillowcase, if you do not refuse to tie down your hair because you just don't want to make the man. Mine already know I don't play that one, so y'all better woman up. So he'll get over it, trust and believe. So this works. If you just tie your hair down, keep it clean, keep the heat out your hair, and if you do have to use heat, use very minimum heat. You do not have to have it on 500 degrees. Do what you need to do and use a heat protectant. Try not to do it every day like I was doing years ago. Try not to do it at all, but if you have to, you can. And then there's different ways, just different things you can find. I found these at the Dollar Tree last year. The little flexi rods. You can do flexi rod sets, and I'm telling you, I got almost every pack they had. Every pack they had. You can do flexi rods. Just a whole bunch of different things. Braid outs. Tracy does wonderful braid outs. Look at her videos. She does braid outs, flexi rod sets, beautiful buns, updo buns. It's different ways that you can do. As you already know, my key is moisturize, seal, put a wig on it. But that's my regimen, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Like I said, if you need to know about your different oils that'll help your hair, go to Tracy's from Kiss website. Just type it in. Tracy, I think it's Kiss. Yeah, pretty much. You could do a Google on YouTube and you'll find her. So, thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.